Alright, so a couple days ago I uploaded a video talking about the Kris situation, which I'm gonna rant a little bit. Okay, don't click off of. But this video flopped. I don't know if it's the time of day I uploaded, or it's just like other people are covering it and people are getting their information from somewhere else, or it might just suck. But a lot more information has come out about the Kris situation. Plus Mr. Beast has also been like exposed to. But honestly, that could be its own video, so expect that pretty soon. I just gotta gather like a bunch of information on him. Drama Alert has obviously been keeping track of the whole Kris situation. There are various trusted sources, trust me guys. That's what he said. He said Kris Tyson is in talks to step away from Mr. Beast brand. Trusted source from within tells me. So he basically got like a plan, Mr. Beast headquarters. Alright, so I know that's old news now. We all know that he stepped away from the Mr. Beast brand. And his response, which I already covered in my last video. But this actually closed a lot of conspiracy theories that people were having that Mr. Beast fired Kris over that like offensive tweet he made. But yeah, apparently he wasn't fired, so that was news to me. I don't know why they waited this long to fire Kris. They should have fired him all the way back when he made that offensive tweet, when he like called someone like a Nazi or something. But yeah, going back to the main discussion. But I think that's the right thing for Kris to do, is to step down from the corporation. Because you don't want someone who's affiliated with like lolly porn and talking to a 13-year-old minor to be affecting your company. That's worth $500 million, by the way. Which Mr. Beast himself claims that he spends almost like all his money he makes on like YouTube videos and stuff like that, which you're making $500 million. I highly doubt that. There's no way these sets cost more than $1 million. Which he claims that he at least spends $1 million in each video. Which, by God, you're worth $500 million. That's like nothing to you. And let's be honest, he's probably worth even more. That's my little conspiracy theory. For the conspiracists who are watching this video right now. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about, which I didn't get a chance to talk about in the last video because I ran out of time. Well, I didn't really run out of time, but I was just too lazy to put it in. You know, at least I'm being honest with you guys. Unlike Mr. Beast. But there's this video that started circulating around that came from Kris's old channel called Tyson Boy 34. But one of his videos he had on this channel was him talking about Jeanette Riccardi's ex-boyfriend, like sharing like revenge porn of her or something like that. And you know, Kris said it was a good idea to talk about it for some reason. And you know, that's fine. You could talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that. But what is wrong is linking the graphic pictures of Jeanette Riccardi in the description. Like that part, that's just not okay.
How's it going, you guys? So recently everybody's been hearing about the Jeanette McCurdy leak of her photo. What the story is, she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out. And she is a very popular Nickelodeon star on the show, iCarly, and probably seen as the pulling of the show. It'll probably be taken off the air. Second off, you'll probably see the photos get taken down at some point tonight, maybe tomorrow, because Nickelodeon has that kind of power. But the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that you know, people might want to see them, so it's there.
Oh guys, I'm not endorsing anybody to look at those pictures, but they're in the description if you want to look at them. But again, you know, not endorsing anybody to look at them, okay? I'm not trying to do that. Like, I get this was a while ago, but Kris, that's exactly what you're doing. If you want to endorse someone to look at those pictures, you wouldn't have leaked them in the description. Like, it's okay to talk about the subject, you want to talk about it. But don't leak the pictures in the description. If you were to sit there and think like you're human for like 2 seconds, you'd be like, oh, maybe Jeanette McCarty doesn't want people to look at those pictures, so maybe I shouldn't link them in the description. But yeah, the crazy thing is that this video has been like completely scrubbed from his channel. Like, you cannot find it anywhere. Even if you look it up and try to find like a re-upload, it's still pretty difficult to find. So I don't know if Kris has like contacts with Google and was like, hey, can you delete this video from my old channel? Or he just found the password to it and deleted it himself. I would like to think that's probably the other option. I feel like with Mr. Beast's size, he probably has connections with Google. It's so weird to think about that this dude isn't even a dude anymore. Which I want to clarify that there's nothing wrong with that. It's just very odd. He seems very southern in this video, you know. You know, he probably goes out back and starts shooting with a Bud Light in his hand. You know, probably saying the N-word a few times here and there.
You fucking nigga!
And you know what, speaking for that, he actually did get called for saying the N-word. Which he's from the South, so, you know, he's really surprised. Which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about that. He clearly doesn't have those same values anymore. But the lolly tweets are a pretty different situation. That's what people should really be focused on instead. Alright, the last thing I want to look at is Kris's Reddit account. And yeah, people even found his Reddit account. Which, you know, obviously doesn't exist anymore. I wonder why. And yeah, he confirmed it by tweeting this on his Twitter account. He says, the old me used to be a fag too. And then it's him, you know, dressed as a girl. This was in 2015. So he had his feelings way before Carl even joined the team. So you guys to stop saying the Carl effect. Oh, it's the Carl effect. No, he had his feelings way before Carl even joined. If you're confused, some people are saying that Carl is the reason why Kris transitioned. But yeah, so far the posts are tame. The joke is that Charmaine makes porn out of everything. It ain't porn unless it got a she penis. And then there's r/dick girls in the comments to son. I think that might have been the subreddit this comment section is from. But I highly doubt like this shaman stuff is a joke. I think he actually like really enjoys his content, because not only is he posting his content on Twitter and interacting with it, he's doing it on Reddit too. Kris responds again with, "Ah yes, this will make a fine addition to my collection." Alright, my bad. Someone tagged the Reddit page. Alright, so it's pretty clear this dude has some type of like porn addiction. He's like constantly talking about it 24/7. And I guess he's collecting these subreddits like their Pokemon cards or something like that. Alright, this one's on the Pixar's Incredibles 2 trailer. Kris says, Shadman is going to love this. Dude, what do you mean by that? Are you talking about the baby? Hopefully not. Or one of the siblings? Who are you talking about here? Regardless, those are all children, Kris. And you guys already know what type of artwork Shadman draws. But I guess it's what he likes gooning to. Alright, we also got 4chan post too. Of course he was on 4chan. Why the F would you use your VR headset for anything other than 3D lolly gang rape porn? Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, you know. I'm not really surprised that he uses his VR headset to watch that kind of stuff. I don't want to repeat it. It seems like that's his favorite type of content to consume. Alright, the next post is this meme that's like talking about teen love, and if you miss out on teen love, you'll never experience it ever again, or something like. And this is what Kris had to say about it. But you can still get teen love. 14-year-olds always stay 14. Oh god. This is 2018 Kris, by the way. I can't believe he was still like this in 2018. This is like prime Kris too. When he was like 22. A full-grown adult saying this stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. MrBeast has replied to the situation. He basically said that they kicked Kris out of the group and will no longer be affiliated with the MrBeast brand. He didn't really address if he actually knew about the whole thing or not. I highly doubt he did. He probably knew like some bits and pieces of it, but he probably didn't know that Kris liked minors or that he was literally talking to one. I don't think he would sacrifice his almost $500 million brand and everything he built up for to just brush off Kris talking to that minor. And as I'm making this video, there's also someone else that just came forward. This story is never ending, isn't it? She says that she was sexually assaulted by Kris Tyson. I like how we're all just spelling Kris with a K and not with a C. But this is the apparent victim story. She said that I was sexually assaulted by Ava Tyson, and here's my story. For context, Ava and I are both adults and met each other as adults. Okay, good. You weren't a kid when you met. Ava followed me on Twitter in November of 2022 after seeing my transition timelines on Twitter when I was under 500 followers. During this trial period in my employment, Ava continued to receive oral from me multiple times, and I started to feel like I was being coerced. I've never heard that word in my life. What does that word even mean? Am I being stupid, guys? I think it means pushed. Because I started feeling that way, I decided to try and avoid any physical engagement between Ava and I that could lead to more one-sided sexual acts. I took a short trip to my home state at the end of July and returned on July 28th. When I got back, I continued to do my best to avoid anything physical, sexual between Ava and I. Is that it? Is there more? If this is it, then you're stupid, because you two are both consenting adults, okay? Just because he enjoyed the sexual acts a lot more than you doesn't mean he sexually assaulted you. How does that make any sense? Like, if he forced himself onto you and you were like, no, I don't want it, then yeah, that'd be sexual assault. From what I'm seeing, he didn't do that. And guys, I figured out something. That word means caressed. I was being stupid. Okay, I went to the original Twitter account. Oh my god, it's a long story, okay? So my apologies to the victim. There was a lot more to this story. And I glimpsed through it, and it looks like Kris actually did what the victim was claiming he did. And also, stop calling him Ava. His name's not Ava. His name is Kris, okay? But don't give him that respect. He's a pedophile. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I'm going to have to make an update video on this situation because there's so much other stuff coming out, and that victim just came out. That could be a whole different video. But yeah, that's it for this video. Give me 200 subscribers. I'm almost there. Bye.